That means anything that once walked, flew, swam, or grew is a viable option for food. None of those things will spike your blood glucose beyond what is normal during digestion, even the fruit. Do you struggle to stay consistent with healthy eating and just want food decisions to be easy, guilt-free, and sustainable? You're in the right place. I'm Chelsea, nutritionist and fitness coach who overcame restrictive yo-yo dieting and body image insecurities using simple nutrition tools, all backed by biblical principles. And now I help women like you find that same freedom with food so you can feel confident in the look and health of your body for decades to come. I'm ready to dive in with you. So open your notes app and let's go. If you are sick and tired of feeling dissatisfied in your body but don't want to follow a fad diet, then you are in the right place, my friend. Once I uncovered all that God has to tell us in Scripture about stewarding our bodies and how to eat, my entire health journey changed for the better. I lost 25 pounds, started looking toned like I always wanted, but even better, I now have energy to get me through my 18+ hour days, all without caffeine. It's kind of like the Bible has the answer for everything. And it changed my life so profoundly that God redirected me to share it with you. Because you need a body that is ready for His calling at any given moment. And having confidence in your skin allows you to step confidently into your purpose. If you are ready to start eating the way God intended, to turn off all the noise about food and diet, and finally have a relationship with food that is free, not confusing or restrictive, head to coachrain.com/strategy to book your 1-hour strategy session with me. I am fully committed to your success because that's my calling. You will walk away with a complete, personalized, simple plan that you can start immediately. Don't wait to get started. Again, that is coachreign.com/strategy. And now, welcome to Nutrition for Christian Women. The hot topic of blood sugar. This is actually something that affects more of us than we realize simply by living in the modern world. So much of our food is processed in a way that our bodies don't recognize it as nutrients, and consequently, we end up with metabolic issues. Blood sugar, or more specifically, insulin resistance, being probably the most common one, which means I've got to talk about it because, as is true with everything, the Bible has the answer to fixing it. So, how does the biblical diet help balance our blood sugar naturally? Well, first of all, if we eat the foods God created and said is for our food, that pretty much solves everything. That means anything that once walked, flew, swam, or grew is a viable option for food. None of those things will spike your blood glucose beyond what is normal during digestion, even the fruit. But there is a caveat with that one. We need to eat it the way God designed it. He made fruit with skins and fibers and pulp that help with digestion and help keep blood sugar from spiking excessively. When we eat fruits whole, we get those benefits. It's when we juice and blend the fruit that we alter that structure and end up consuming what is essentially sugar water. The biblical diet is eating animals that roam on land, swim in bodies of water, fly in the sky, and plants that grow from soil, minus a list of unclean specifics that can be found in the book of Deuteronomy. And if you want a deeper dive into that, check out my book, The Guide to Eating Biblically in a Modern World, which you can grab a copy of directly from my website, coachrain.com/book. Speaking of fiber, another major way the biblical diet helps stabilize blood sugar naturally is through eating lentils, beans, and whole grains. These are exceptional sources of fiber, which is a rock star at blood sugar regulation. The key to all of these ingredients is in the preparation. Because they are so fiber rich, They can cause some GI discomfort if not prepared properly. But it's simple. Just soak the dry legumes in water overnight, then discard the water before cooking them. They will still be fiber dense, but they're more easily digestible after a good long soaking. The next way eating biblically helps balance blood sugar naturally is because it does not include man-made ultra-processed products. Think cereal, donuts, candy, frappuccinos. In fact, the biblical diet is simply eating diamond meals, which, in case you are unfamiliar, that is my proprietary framework for making the perfectly balanced meal. Protein, veg, starch, and fat. Admittedly, they didn't eat a ton of vegetables in biblical times, mainly due to the geographical ecosystem and what they could actually grow. But you see all over Scripture mention of whole meals. Take the miracle of feeding the 5,000 that is mentioned in all 4 Gospels, for example. Do you think it was an accident that Jesus multiplied both fish and bread? That combination has protein, fat, and fiber, aka carbs, packaged in a humble meal. This is important because healthy fats actually help support insulin sensitivity, which is what we want. We want our bodies to only need a little insulin in order for our blood sugar to stabilize. Because that means our pancreas doesn't need to work as hard to produce so much. If we are constantly spiking our blood sugar, then we need more and more insulin just to get it back to baseline. And then eventually, we build a tolerance to what we can produce, and then taking insulin in the form of medication is necessary to lower our blood sugar. And that is what we call type 2 diabetes. But if we are sensitive to insulin, meaning it doesn't take much for our body to respond, then we're golden. We don't have to take it medicinally. Those healthy fats that help us stay insulin sensitive can be found in fish, lamb, beef, olives and olive oil, nuts and seeds, all of which are staples in the biblical diet. And finally, the biblical diet helps balance blood sugar naturally because it's just pretty low in sugar by nature. Honey is the main sweetener of the Bible diet, but even so, it is regarded as luxurious and is used occasionally and sparingly. Plus, honey has incredible health benefits beyond just sweetening our foods, like aiding in allergies and histamine responses. Refined sugar doesn't even exist in the biblical diet. So here is an example of how to implement biblical nutrition into your everyday life. Instead of a granola bar for breakfast, try eggs with spinach, fresh berries, and whole grain bread with olive oil and pumpkin seeds. That's a complete diamond meal. And it all falls under the walked, flew, swam, grew boundaries. It will keep you satisfied for hours, and it will keep your blood sugar levels in a healthy range, thus improving insulin sensitivity. If you need guidance on how to balance your blood sugar and would like to do so naturally, following the diet God outlined for us in the Bible, I encourage you to book a healthy meals strategy session with me at coachrain.com/strategy. In just an hour, I will give you an exact next steps plan for what to eat to balance your blood sugar this week, complete with specifics tailored to your preferences, cooking directions, grocery lists, and more. This is an ultra personalized menu to help you conquer healthy nutrition and start feeling good in your body. You don't have to guess or go down Google rabbit holes ever again. I have helped numerous clients not only balance their blood sugar, but in several cases, fully reverse their type 2 diabetes. Yes, it is possible, and to do it without medical intervention. You ready to finally do this? Head to coachreign.com/strategy and book your session with me right now. I pray this episode was helpful to you, my friend. If so, could you do me a massive favor and take 30 seconds to write a review? This is the best way to bless me big and help more people learn just how simple eating healthy consistently can be. And if you want more value-packed info from me, head to coachrain.com and sign up for the weekly harvest. My weekly emails filled with recipes, how to use food as medicine, biblical nutrition, and more. That's coachreign.com for all the goods. Blessings until next time, sis. Toodles.